An unused box is very common. You may think what to do with it. Why not? A remote-controlled car. Let's begin this exciting project. I have already made some holes on the box in such a way that, with screws and nuts, we can fix both the motors firmly on the box. Here comes tip number 1. Make the holes in such a way that they are at the same distance from the bottom of the box. If the motors are not on the same horizontal plane, the car will not move straight. Now we will add the front wheel, that is, the Chester wheel. Now that we have attached the wheels, we have to check whether the wheels have proper contact with the ground. If not, then have to make it proper. To do so, just change the tightness of the screws. We will use a L298N motor driver module to power and operate the motors. I already soldered the pins with small jumper wires. Small wires keep the things neat and clean. We will use the Arduino Uno board. Here is the blueprint of Arduino Uno L298N module wiring connection. Let's talk a little bit about the motor driver module. The module has 3 pins for each motor, in total 6 pins to be connected to Arduino. These are IN1, IN2, and IN-A for a single motor. Another similar set for second motor. IN prefixed pins determine rotation direction. These can be connected to any digital pin. Whereas IN prefixed pins control speed of rotation. They must be connected to PWM, that is, pulse with modulation capable pins. PWM pins are indicated on Arduino by a squiggly line. Here comes the component that sets up the communication between our car and smartphone. This is the HC05 Bluetooth module. The RX pin, that is the receiver, and TX pin, that is the transmitter, are 3.3 volts tolerant, not 5 volts tolerant. That's why appropriate resistors are to be connected in order to drop down the voltage to 3.3 volts. I have here used one 330 kilo ohm resistor for each pin. VCC pin is 5 volts tolerant and is for power supply. The G&E pin is for ground connection. The 2 motor wires are connected to the 2 sockets of output terminal. There is not any hard and fast rule about in which order you connect the wires to the socket. You have to follow a trial and error method to check whether the wheels rotate in correct direction. These 2 sockets are the 12 volts input and ground pin. Note that 12 volts is the maximum input voltage, not the required. In our case, we will give almost 8 volts input. Note that the direct input voltage from the battery goes to 2 regions. One to the Arduino V in pin to power the Arduino board, and the other to the 12 volts input socket of module. For this, I have already made a star-shaped wire by soldering. Similarly, the ground pins are connected. If you don't have star-shaped wiring junction, then you can of course go for two separate jumper wires. Now we connect the Bluetooth module to the Arduino board. The wiring is as shown. Now we have to upload the program into the Arduino board. I have included 7 different modes for the RC car. These are motor on for forward, motor off to stop, motor rev for reverse, left, right, rotate for rotating motion, and a manual speed mode. The speed of the motor is plotted between 0 and 255, where 255 denotes maximum speed and 0 denotes minimum speed. Just send speed plus any number between 0 and 255, and the motor will run at that speed. Thus, you get a perfect control over speed. Now let's just make a few arrangements to make our car strong. Now we have to download the Serial Bluetooth Terminal app from Play Store or App Store. This gives us the interface to control our car. Now we have to pair up with the HC05 Bluetooth module. One of the major advantages of this application is that it gives us quite flexibility of different modes.